Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to TCS iON IntelliGem 2023. Before we move any further, may I please request Mr. Mahadevan Venkatakrishnan, Head School Education Unit TCS iON, to set the ball rolling.
A happy new year 2023 to each and every one of you, and a very warm welcome to the national grand finale of the 5th edition of TCS iON IntelliGem. It gives me immense pleasure to join all of you who are gathered to cheer and support the finalists in this contest. In a few moments, we will witness the finale, where these young and eager, the best of the lot who reach the finals, will showcase their skills competing for the crown. Our heartfelt congratulations to all the finalists who have made it thus far. When we started IntelliGem in 2018, the goal was to reach out to schools, educators, and the student community in creating and strengthening the awareness of the necessary skill sets for the future. Structured in a contest mode, we run this program almost throughout your entire academic year, or I should say, the core of your academic year. The contest starts in August around the Independence Day and ends in January on the Republic Day, aptly to really identify the gems and nourish them to become impactful nation builders in the future. The topics, the rounds, the evaluation rubric, all have been carefully put together by a team of experts. Every year, we try to introduce something new. Last year, it was visual literacy, given the growing need and growing presence of students online during the pandemic. This year, we have brought in one another topic, very relevant for the times, extremely important, given today's children are going to be the change makers, policy makers, or innovators in the future. The topic revolves around sustainable development, sustainability. This year, we have integrated sustainability as a core theme throughout the program. And many of the finalists will be talking, debating, answering some of the core challenges on sustainability. We are happy that many of them have already showcased in the previous rounds their knowledge and skill sets around sustainability as a theme. Our goal is that every student makes a quantum leap in their skill sets and unlock their true potential. Given the growing importance of skills beyond academics, IntelliGem has grown to become one of the largest national level contests in the country. Structured around the 21st century skills, today we are proud to tell you that TCS iON IntelliGem is the largest contest which runs across the country. We are very grateful to all the educators, to all the school leaders who have embraced this and who have been supporting year on year. In fact, a large number of schools have been participating right from the first year, right from inception. Thank you for all of you who have made this wonderful journey possible. I don't want to stand between the finale and you. So let me wish all the finalists who have made it thus far, whatever your performance, you should be proud that you have proven to be an IntelliGem. And that is what we celebrate. Each and every one of you is a gem. Let the finale begin. Wishing you all the very best. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, time for us to introduce to you our host, Big Brain, who probably requires no introduction. Big Brain has hosted over 3,000 shows across 9 countries. He has hosted TCS iON IntelliGem since its inception. Time for us to welcome our host, Big Brain.
A big hello and a warm welcome to each and every one of you. You're with me, Big Brain, here today at the TCS iON IntelliGem for financial literacy. And this is the senior category. Well, we at Greycap's Knowledge Tribe, along with TCS iON IntelliGem, a few years ago, created this beautiful fabric of trying to bring in 21st century skills into our schools and into the lives of our students. Today, that has also morphed itself in some ways with the importance of SDGs, and we build that into our research, our content, and our contest. So it's a beautiful way to bring about learning through an environment of gaming and contests. The participation in this has been phenomenal from right across the length and breadth of this country. So while we have 6 finalists here today, it is commendable that they have qualified and reached this stage. I'm going to introduce the 6 of them to you, and then we're going to play to identify one gem from among our gems of tomorrow. Here today, at this contest, which is financial literacy, we're playing a quiz where they will essentially answer questions on their knowledge of finance and, well, maybe basics of business. Please remember, these are young children who are still in school and may not even be in their first lessons of commerce. So it's purely their understanding of finance and their own initiative to learn these topics. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls watching this final here, a big welcome to you as I'm going to introduce our finalists. The game is going to be as follows. The value of every correct answer is 50. You get it right, plus 50. They get it wrong, minus 50. On the buzzer, only 1 attempt is allowed, and 5 seconds is the time duration to the contestant who's on the buzzer to answer. So, ladies and gentlemen, time for us to find our champion in the senior category of TCS iON IntelliGem's Financial Literacy Contest as we begin by first introducing our 6 finalists. With us here as our first contender representing the Indus International School from Bengaluru, let's welcome to this final, Ishan Jain. Welcome to you. Neighboring Ishan from Bengaluru, all the way from Gurgaon, from the Sun City School, is Arnav Gupta. Welcome, Arnav. Neighboring Arnav from Chennai, representing the PSBB Senior Secondary School from KK Nagar, is Adav Prasad. Welcome, Adav. Along with Adav qualifying into this final from another South Indian contender from Hyderabad, representing the Silver Oak International School, is Srisha. Welcome to you. Neighboring Srisha from the Vikas Concept School is Pradnya from Telangana. Welcome to you. And completing our lineup, also from the national capital of our country, from the Sri Venkateshwara International School, we have with us Aditya Handa. Welcome to you, Aditya. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've met the 6 contenders, of whom one will be a champion. All the others will be runners-up. So that's a beautiful decision by TCS iON IntelliGem. I've always appreciated that. While, yes, contests need to have a winner, it's really nice to not then say second, third, and fourth. All of them will finish joint second. So that is absolutely fantastic. And I think most contests should start doing that. But for the moment, it's time for us to start playing this game. 50, the value, all questions on the buzzer. 1 attempt is what is allowed. It's time for us to pick on the first frontier of our game here today. Bulls, Bears, and you. Here it is. All right, let's see who's going to go bullish on the buzzer, or maybe play carefully, which is bearish. But starting with the first one on your screen. Question appearing now. Who or what are celebrity millionaires or billionaires in this world? We've got normal millionaires, billionaires. Who are celebrity millionaires? We've obviously heard of celebrity millionaires. Who are celebrity? And there are plenty of them. Lata Mangeshkar joins that list now. That's a good clue. Oh, someone's gone just in the nick of time. Arnav, yes?
Does celebrity millionaires mean the millionaires who are no longer in this world and have left for the heavenly abode?
That's a nice way of putting it, but why are they called millionaires?
Because they must be rich, or they must be having a net worth above a certain level of amount, or they might not have a family who their will goes to.
All right, you're complicating your earlier answer. Your earlier answer covered the first part, which is millionaires who are not alive. At your age, I will still give that to you. But the beauty about these millionaires, and I want you to learn in this contest and not just answer, is these are people who continue to earn money after they have died. Classic examples are people like Kishore Kumar, M.S. Subbalakshmi, Lata Mangeshkar. Their songs and cassettes continue to sell while they have gone long back. And that's the beauty of a celebrity millionaire. At a global level, of course, one of the greatest examples would probably be someone like a Michael Jackson. His music still continues to sell, but he has gone long ago. So, first 50 going to Arnav, and he got one part of that answer absolutely right, so we'll give him the 50. As we go to the next question on our screens here today, here it is. In the world of business, who is called a white knight? It's normally with reference to an investor, and we read a lot of these things, especially in the context of companies like Twitter, etc., on what was happening. So who's a white knight in such circumstances? Aditya is giving it a try. Go ahead, Aditya.
So I feel that it's a friendly investor and sometimes who occupies a major stake in the company.
A friendly investor.
Yes,
so he's
sir.
not someone who's hostile to the company. He's friendly to the company.
Yes, sir.
All right. And do you know what a hostile investor would be called? Someone who forcibly, takes your business away by buying out your shares or something. You have any idea?
Yes, I've heard about these hostile investors.
So what would you call them?
So like they would somehow be unfair to the person who starts the business, but the white knights are generally friendly to the investor, basically the company starters.
Okay, so well explained. So typically friendly investors are called white knights. The unfriendly ones, or the ones who destroy a company, are actually called black knights. So it's white knights and black knights, but Aditya gets a 50. Very good effort. The intention this year is to see concept understanding rather than just, answering facts which are simple. So let's go to the next one and see how application of finance happens, and we understand that a little better. On your screen, next question appearing now. It's famously known as the razor blade model of business. It's a financial strategy. Someone like Gillette taught the world this. Arnav's gone for it. Yes, Arnav. What is the razor blade model?
The razor blade model is basically a model where a company makes something seem like a trend, so people would buy it. So what Gillette did was it made people look that body hair were a bad sign. So people would buy their trimmers, and if people bought their trimmers, automatically they would make money.
Oh, well, okay, he's given me an answer, but that's not the right answer. It's not a financial answer. And Arnav will take a minus 50 on that. He was in a hurry to get that 50. He lose a 50. A razor blade financial business model is where you actually sell one part of your component at a very cheap price. For example, if you look at Gillette, the razor is not very expensive. But once you buy the razor, you have to keep buying the blade. And the blade is where actually Gillette makes its money and not with the razor. So you make the person hooked to you through the razor, which is permanent, and then they keep on buying the blade. The same thing can be applicable to printers. The printers are not expensive, the cartridges are expensive. So razor blade model. So we all learn here at the financial literacy quiz of TCS ION IntelliGem. As we go to the next question on your screen, careful, think, then answer. Here we go. On screen, it's a theory when a company reports bad financial news to the public, then it normally means there's a lot more news that's behind the scenes which can come out later. The theory, therefore, is named after an insect. You find one at home, suddenly you'll find many following the one that you found. Creepy, but true. Which insect is this tendency named after? Where you find one and then you might just find too many. And typically at home. Pradnya, go ahead.
I think that's cockroaches.
Yeah. You find one cockroach and then suddenly you'll find more cockroaches. She's got it absolutely right. Plus 50. Well, you would have never imagined the creepy cockroach will creep into a financial quiz and give you a 50. Well, as we go to the last one, hands on the buzzer on your screen. The final question in this round now. What is a golden handshake? Pradnya again.
A golden handshake is when a person who is retiring is given goodwill and sometimes a lump sum amount of money.
So it's a handshake where you get something really, not necessarily at retirement. Today it can be even early retirement, but yeah, when you're leaving a company. So well answered on that one. She'll get herself another 50. She's playing well and she's quick when she thinks she knows the answer. We'll take a look quickly at the leaderboard, which is going to tell us the story of how this quiz is heading, financial literacy and young kids of India. Here it is. On 100, we've got Pradnya from Telangana leading this quiz. We've got Aditya from the Venkateshwara International School right behind on 50. Arnav has gained and lost, but he's playing well, so he's not going to be too worried about it. As we move to the next frontier, I'm sure all the others are going to get scoring. Time for us to play on a few dashboards. Here it is. I've got visuals coming up for you, but I will follow it with a narrative from my end. But if you press the buzzer, you're telling me you know the answer without my explanation. So I will stop my explanation if you press the buzzers. On the first one, on your screen, here we go. This is a currency note signed by Montek Singh Ahluwalia. He was never ever the governor of RBI. So, why? Adav's gone for it. Yes, Adav.
This is the 1 rupee note.
It's a 1 rupee note. Explain a little more.
So the 1 rupee note is not issued by the governor of the sign is not from the governor of RBI, but the Secretary of Finance.
Therefore, it's on the 1 rupee note.
So all other notes in India are signed by the governor. A 1 rupee note used to be signed by Secretary Ministry of Finance.
Yes.
Superbly answered, plus 50. Oh, very good, 50, cleverly answered. That indeed was the 1 rupee note, which of course is now not in existence, but a beautiful answer on India and its financial history. On to the next one. On your screen, identify the missing bank. Oriental Bank, United Bank led them into which bank? Mergers of banks in India. What are we talking about? Huge bank, which these two merged into. Someone's gone for it. Arnav, I think. Yes, Arnav.
Was it Punjab National Bank, the PNB?
Well played. Superbly played. He'll get himself a 50 on that one, and a good answer coming in from Arnav. As we go to the next question on your screens now. The Gateway of India actually appeared on an old currency note. They were all demonetized sometime during the 70s, which means they were withdrawn. What was the high denomination of the note in India where the gateway appeared? Ardhav's going for it.
The 10,000 rupee note.
Well, that is a miss from him. It is the 5,000 rupee note in India. So he'll lose a 50 on that one. In a bit of a hurry, he went for 10,000 and takes a negative on that. But yes, there was a 10,000 rupee note in India as well at a point in time. So good try, but we'll miss the mark. On the next one, on your screens, identify the institution. The marigolds, Arnav is very fast.
The NSC,
Which would stand for?
National Stock Exchange.
Absolutely perfect, and he'll get himself a 50 on that one. Well, the symbol of prosperity, we enable it. Two icons of India, the marigold and the National Stock Exchange. Beautifully played. Final one in this round on your screen now. It's a book everybody should read at your age. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. It's a book which teaches you. Arnav's going for it. Yes, Arnav, if you know.
Is it Robert Kiyosaki?
Superb. Superb answer by Arnav. That's a tough one, but Robert Kiyosaki is world famous. And the book is all about what the rich teach their kids about money and what the poor and the middle class do not teach. It's a beautiful
I'm
book.
actually reading this book right now. That's why I knew it.
Oh, you're actually reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad? Excellent. I mean, that is fantastic. At your age, to be reading a book like that is remarkable. But it's basically a book which is more about entrepreneurial thinking. So it's a very good book to read if you are a youngster at your age. We quickly take a look at the dashboard and the leaderboard, after the round on dashboards, to take a look at who's where. Arnav is on 150, Pradnya is on 100, Aditya is on 50. So we've got a battle lined out there. And we had Ardhav on 50, but he lost out on one answer. So I'm sure he'll get back as well. As we move to the next frontier of our game, it's time to play Intelligent Investor. Here it is. I've got 5 statements or terms coming up along with a few blocks that you will find. The blocks indicate the number of letters in the answer. So if, for example, the answer was money, you would have 5 boxes on your screen. So you got to fit your answer into the boxes. Plus 50, minus 50 continues to be the scoring rules of our contest here. If you're ready, on the first one, careful, calculate before you buzz. On your screen is a statement now. It comes from the old Latin word for servare, meaning to keep, and the Latin prefix meaning back, essentially to mean keep back. All companies would like to have a good keep back. What are we talking about? It's a beautiful term for money, for assets. You would want to keep back. Pradnya, go ahead.
Is it capital?
Oh, capital will give you a -50. She's taking her chances. Capital is what you would want to actually put in and not keep back. The answer is reserve. You have money reserves, you have asset reserves. So reserve is what I was looking for as an answer. On to the next one on your screen. Now, the origin lies in German, where it meant division. Served as the currency of many Nordic countries. In some countries, it served as the smaller denomination of a larger denomination. What is this that actually means division? Origin of the word lies in German, where it meant different divisions. It's a very nice currency name. Nobody? All right, 5 seconds of time running away. Liberal 5 seconds. The answer that I was looking for, shilling. A shilling is division of various parts, and that would have given you a 50 if you had got it right. As we go to the next one on your screen. Now, Bolivar is the currency of which South American country? Someone's gone for it. Be careful. It can be confusing. Pradnya.
Argentina.
Sorry?
Argentina.
Argentina is fitting into the blocks, but a wrong answer. -50 to you on Argentina. The Bolivar or Bolivars is a currency of Venezuela. Oh, she's taking quick hits and it's knocking her down. She's gone down from 100 to 0, so she'll have to come back. And she's good on the buzzer, she can do that. On to the next question, here it is. Question number 4 now. It means dead pledge in the old French language. It's actually a legal agreement where a bank lends money for taking title of a debtor's property. And it's therefore a one-word term. For example, you would dash a house. Aditya is giving it a shot.
So is it mortgage?
Well played. Absolutely well played. He'll get another 50. He now moves to 100. Mortgage is absolutely right. One more to go in this round, and then we've got a final round. So 2 of them in the battle right now. And I'm sure Pradnya will look at keeping coming back onto this quiz. On to the next question on your screens now. It's a term that is used in venture capital business for a startup company with a value of over $1 billion. Go ahead, Pradnya.
Unicorn.
Oh, lovely. She knew it, and she knew it really quickly. Unicorn will get her to 50. She's going to be telling herself, if I just kept quiet and scored this 50, I would have been on 150. But well, high risk, high reward, and that's the way the world of finance plays out as well. We'll take a look at the scores here today on the leaderboard. We've got Arnav on 150. He's looking good and not making any mistakes. Aditya on 100 is right behind him. And Pradnya is back at 50. I'm sure the others will try and score as we move into the final frontier, because it is their last hit at trying to win this quiz. It's time for a quick buck. Here it is. Quick buck is essentially a round where I'm going to ask you 5 questions or offer you 5 statements. All you got to tell me is, after listening to me, is whether it's true or false. That's it. But it's not as easy as you think it is. So you got to process what I tell you and then decide whether that statement is true or false. So all you're required to do is to press the button and say true or false. I'll tell you whether you're right or wrong. So if you are ready, starting with the first one, hands on the buzzer, 5 questions remaining, and after the first 2, I think the pressure will start to build. And if Aditya gets one in the first 2, we're going to have some pressure building up. Question number 1 or statement number 1. The Economic Survey of India, is prepared primarily under the supervision of the economic advisor or the chief economic advisor of India. Is this statement true or false? The Economic Survey of India is primarily prepared under the supervision of the Chief Economic Advisor. Pradnya is trying.
True.
We'll give you a 50. Second one, hands on the buzzer. She's on to 100. Oh, okay. Arnav will want a 50 somewhere is my belief, because he'll just want to be a little far away from the others. He's played brilliantly. Let's see what happens. Statement number 2. An overdraft sanctioned by a bank to a customer is actually a loan that need not be paid back. Arnav.
False.
Well played. He'll get a 50 on that one. Oh, are we going to have a comeback round here from the others? He's got a 50. You got to pay back definitely on what you take as an overdraft. Question number 3. Buying shares without looking at their fundamental value and the company is actually a form of speculation. Arnav's giving it a shot. Yes, Arnav?
It's false.
True or false?
False.
Minus 50. Oh, he did not want a negative at this moment. He's put himself into a position where everyone is suddenly on an equal footing. Well, when you buy shares without knowing the company, you're actually speculating, because you are taking a huge risk by just blindly investing. So he gets a 50 negative. Arnav is on 100. Aditya is on 100. Pradnya is on 100. Adav is on 50. This quiz is far from over. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Financial Literacy at TCS ION IntelliGem, the senior category, and we are left with 2 statements. That's going to determine who's going to be our winner this year. Penultimate statement. Here we go. Careful. A period of sustained increases in the prices of stocks or related indexes is actually called a rally. Is it true or false? Arnav's gone for it.
True.
Plus 50. He's back in the lead with 1 question to go. All right, he can't really lose it from here. We've got only 1 question remaining. So he's done what any teacher would tell you to do. Go for the penultimate question. Because even if he had got it wrong, he had the last ball still to score. So he's done something clever and got it right. Final question. Indian billionaire, stock trader, great investor, Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is the founder of Akasa Airlines. Arnav's gone for it. Oh my God.
True.
True. You sure about it?
Yeah.
You've read about it? Do you know about it?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Well, what class are you in?
I'm in grade 7.
In grade 7, to know Rakesh Jhunjhunwala is certainly some achievement.
He sadly passed away a few months ago.
Well,
is what I'm also aware of.
Arnav Gupta certainly seems to be aware of more than just normal finance. He understands people and a lot more. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a look at the leaderboard which tells this story. We've had a remarkable final here for the senior category of financial literacy. We've got Ada 150, Aditya and Pradnya will tell themselves, well, he could have been a little more patient. Pradnya for sure, because she could have well been on, well, 200 as well. So she played brilliantly, but just took a few chances. But towards the end, after doing a little bit of a harakiri, back in the driver's seat and winning this quiz with 200 is Arnav Gupta from the Sun City School in Gurgaon. Congratulations, Arnav.
Thank you, sir.
A very remarkable play and a good victory for you. And to the others for being in the top 6 from thousands and thousands of students across this country is absolutely commendable. So congratulations to all of you. So ladies and gentlemen, there you are watching this fabulous quiz from where you are comfortably seated. It's remarkable to see young India very comfortable on the world of finance. We sometimes think they don't know these things, but here are 6 children who are contrary to that public perception. They're certainly good with their finance. All we need to do is to put in that effort to get our children to be a little more financially savvy and start young. On that note from me, Big Brain, keep watching the TCS iON IntelliGem series, whether I'm hosting or my colleague Rashmi Furtado is hosting. We've got some remarkable contests coming for you. Don't miss those. But for now, for being with us, truly appreciate your presence. Thank you and keep watching.